Just wanted to share with you just some sort of like a nice morning ritual of opening the heart, and so the when we're dealing with various kinds of both mental and physical sort of protections and emotional protections, and most of what we're protecting ourselves from right now is the media and the fear in the environment. And so there's just a very simple heart exercise that we can start with, which is sort of protected and then released. So practice. So just sort of take some deep breaths. So breathe in, and breathe out. And let's just start with a little qigong here. So to open the heart up in the morning, just going, breathe in, and open the arms up, and then breathe out. And then breathing in, and then breathing out. And opening that heart up, and breathing out. And as you're doing this, you can say to yourself, may I dwell in my heart. And breathe in, and breathe out. And may I be free from suffering. And breathe in, and breathe out. And then may I be healed wherever healing is needed. And breathe in, and breathe out. And may I be at peace. And breathe in, and breathe out. Nice. Okay, so we're just bringing our attention to our heart today. Just a nice little way to open up and wake up in the morning. So the next element of this is we need to remember that we do need to protect ourselves at times. There's certain relationships with the elements, there's relationships with people that we need to be firmly sort of like protected against. So we're just going to go from the heart, and we're just going to come out with the hands like this. We're just going to go, and we're going to hold the heart, and we're going to protect it, and we're going to go, and we're going to breathe in, and we're going to hold the heart, and then we're going to protect it, and then we're going to go out. And breathe in and out. And now we bring the hands together over the heart. And so now this is the position of no surrender. No surrender. And bring it back. No surrender. And then surrender. The heart has to be able to do both at the same time. We tend to get to a place where we're defending the heart. We're wearing our mask. We're protecting ourselves. We're staying inside. We're staying away from people. We're afraid. We're terrified. But it's the heart that has the immune system in it. And if our heart's closed down, the immune system's closed down, and we need that open. So we need to know when it's time to protect and when it's time to come into union. And we need to be able to move in and out of that effortlessly. So it's no surrender, and then surrender. And then no surrender, and then surrender. And then no surrender, and then surrender. And the surrendered place is where we have all of our power, because it's actually in the surrender that we're invincible. When we're firm, we're rigid, we're holding, we're against, and we're holding, you can see how this person, when they get hit, they're going to be broken, it's going to break. Whereas the person that is surrendered gently moves like water. If something comes into their system, they've got plenty of resources energetically. So there are times when you're actually faced with a challenge, when you actually are being forced to protect yourself and build up that energy, that the chi to block. But as soon as you're done doing that, you have to come back. One of the problems that we have in the world and in the human psyche is that once we're made afraid, we never forget that we're afraid. We never forget to let go of the afraid, because if there was some reason to be afraid in the past, there must be a reason to be afraid in the present. And that becomes the pattern of what makes us get stuck. And we do not want to get stuck in this pattern we're in right now. We need to be practicing no surrender, and then immediately back to surrender. And more surrender means more power, better immune system. And you not only have a physical immune system, you have an energetic immune system that is connected to your life purpose line. We're not going to get into that today, but when I create the temple, at the center of the temple is the purpose line for all of humanity, all of the planet, all of creation. And it radiates this intense light and heals you out of your protection and into your surrender, into the part of you that has never been sick, can't get sick, can't die, can't, it never has an argument with your spouse. The part of you that's so alive, so enjoying, so connected through the heart to the world. Okay? So in the morning, remind yourself, it's important to prepare yourself for what's happening. There's a world right now that's in protection, no surrender. Protection, no surrender. And it spends an enormous amount of time in that. But that puts all of your energy out here, the edge of your field, protecting yourself. And there are times when you need to do that, but you'll know those times. And they are not all the time. When you're all the time here, that means your organs, your heart, your relationships, your feelings, these subtle psychic abilities within you, your clairsentience, your clairaudience, you can't hear your inner voice, your clairvoyance, your ability to perceive what's really happening, looking beyond, not being able to be fooled, and to recognize that this is my part of this whole element, and I need to find my place within this rising arc of consciousness. So anyway, doing this exercise, practicing no surrender, which you need at times, and then surrender, which you need all the time. And doing that in the morning, it reminds you that today I will have times when I need to protect myself. But most of the time, I need to stay in surrender and be open.